Chapter 6193. As soon as she heard that Jacob was going back, Elaine became anxious. Seeing Jacob hang up the phone, she quickly asked him, "What's going on? We just came here and you have to go back? Do you see that the soles of my shoes are stepping on the ground of Dubai? You're about to leave." Jacob wiped the cold sweat on his head. He whispered, "It's impossible to leave this situation now. If I don't go back, my position as executive vice president will be gone." Elaine said angrily, "It's been half a lifetime since I came out for my honeymoon. We can't just leave it like this. I've sent it out to my circle of friends. How many people are waiting to see what happens next when I travel to Dubai? And don't forget, our air tickets and hotels are all covered. It cost a lot of money, and the hotel is non-refundable." Jacob said with a depressed look, "How about you stay here? And I'll go back and take care of the matter." "How long will it take?" she asked. Jacob said irritably, "According to what Mr. Orville wants, not only do I have to go back, but I also have to donate all the 300,000. If I donate this 300,000 yuan, not to mention the 200,000 yuan profit, I have to fold in every cent of my 98,000 yuan. As he spoke, he covered his face with one hand and said depressedly, "What the H3LL is this? This?" At this time, the door of the plane has been opened, and the passengers around him have begun to pick up their luggage and line up to get off the plane. A few people looked specifically at Jacob when they left, with undisguised expressions of laughter on their faces. Their smiles made Jacob feel even more depressed. He quickly took out his mobile phone and looked at the return ticket. He found that the earliest return flight would take off 6 hours later. So he said to Elaine, "Honey, we did spend a lot of money to book the hotel. You can stay here for a few days. I'll book a ticket to go back to Oris Hill tonight to do some work." Elaine quickly asked him, "Will you come back after finishing the work?" Jacob sighed and said, "It's the same when I get to Oris Hill. It's tomorrow afternoon. I don't know how long it will take to deal with the matter. After it's done, it will take another 8 or 9 hours to fly over. Just flying back and forth like this will make my old bones fall apart." Elaine said, "What's the point? Didn't we fall asleep all the way? We feel pretty good, and the food and drink are okay. Just treat it as if you just slept on the plane and arrived." Jacob handed the flight page on his mobile phone to Elaine and said depressedly, "Look, the flight taking off tonight costs more than 4,000 for economy class, more than 20,000 for business class, and more than 50,000 for first class. I've already wasted a plane ticket when I came here, and I have to spend nearly 100,000 yuan on it. If I still fly first class when I go back this time, won't I suffer even more losses when I finish my business and fly first class back? This is 3 fucking first class flights, and hundreds of thousands are gone. If I spend so much money to sleep on the plane, I might as well stay at home and not go out." Elaine muttered dissatisfied. "We agreed to go on our honeymoon. But you can't just leave me here alone for several days, right?" Jacob also felt that this was really not appropriate, so he could only say helplessly, "Then you stay in the hotel and wait for me. I'll come back as soon as you finish the work." Elaine breathed a sigh of relief and said, "That's about it, so you have to hurry up. It's almost time to go back by the time you arrive." Jacob nodded and said, "I'll go back to economy class tonight. I won't be able to fly in first class when I finish my work. This round trip costs 100,000 yuan, which is so fucking painful. Economy class is less than 10,000 yuan, which is still acceptable." Elaine I said in agreement, "It's more economical to fly in economy class. The small private room on this crappy plane is not fully enclosed. 2 round-trip air tickets cost 100,000. If you have this money, you can go to a 5-star hotel to find a presidential suite. There you can lie down comfortably for 3 to 5 days." After saying that, she added, "I think the economy class is pretty good. It only takes 8 or 9 hours to get there, so you can just grit your teeth and get over it. I used to go to college. When I came to Orris Hill from my hometown, it took more than 10 hours to take the green train. If I could buy a ticket, it would be a big deal. I once stood for the whole journey. Jacob sighed. Okay. It's settled. Let's get off the plane first. I'll take you to the hotel, and then come back.